real. Whether it's Jessica Lawrence, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Just with the message, I this is real.
On the Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. Keep it a stack.
Last night was the 66th. Y'all know what it is. Just Baltimore.
See? Take a month off and now you can't read again.
Right. I don't care. I got the job, nigga. I'm good. Last night was the 66th annual Grammy Awards in L.A. Shout out to Trevor Noah. He hosted the ceremony. That was great. Killer Mike won all 3 of the awards he was nominated for: Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Album, and Best Rap Song. I love that he did his acceptance speech. Play that for me, Red.
I'm a black man in America, and as a kid, I had a dream to become a part of music. And that 9-year-old is excitedly dancing inside of me right now. I want to thank Loma Vista, Adam, Tom, Todd, Ryan, all of you guys. I want to thank my management company. My manager, Will, is active. But thank my A&R cuz Lightyear. I want to thank everyone who dares to believe that art can change the world. So thank Dre, thank Future, thank Aaron, thank all the producers on here, but everyone in this room, it is our responsibility to keep using our imagination to shape and form the world. Thank you, and I hope it's not the last time I see you tonight.
Dropping the clues bomb for Killer Mike.
Shout out to Killer
And
Mike.
don't tell me
Definitely.
Killer Mike shouldn't have won Rap Album of the Year if you didn't hear it, because I've been telling y'all for months that he should win a Grammy for Rap Album of the Year.
Yeah.
Dope album.
I really do believe that. I believe that he won. But that's good. All 3 wins.
All 3.
Like, he
It's well
showed up
deserved.
and did his big one.
And before anybody says, like Charlamagne said, that he doesn't deserve it, you should listen to the album.
Go listen
first.
to Michael.
Go listen to the album.
Or shut up.
Amazing album.
Something that happened interesting last night, the Recording Academy social media team mistakenly announced Barbie World by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice as the winner for the best rap song. That was crazy because they said that they won and then they took it back. The fans accused the Recording Academy of purposely targeting Nicki and believe the false announcement wasn't an accident at all. Nicki Minaj has been nominated for 12 Grammy Awards throughout her career and she never won any. Ice Spice has been nominated for 4 and she also never won.
I think people who are in charge of the digital portions of these award shows, I think they do stuff like that for engagement.
Yeah.
Think so?
Come on, that's too
foul,
egregious of a mistake.
Yeah, but that's
you
so
did that
foul.
because everybody was going to start tweeting, everybody was going to start atting y'all. I really think they do that for engagement because when you look at these algorithms, ain't nobody looking to see what is trending for or what the engagement is about. They just know that they got mad engagement.
And then also
foul.
following just the beef between her and Megan last week, I think that they waited for the right time to do something like this too. Like, and then the fact that she's been talking about this for years. Like, she always talks about how she always feels snubbed by it or it's fixed or, it's like...
That's rigged, yeah.
So that's why a lot of people feel like they shouldn't even be validated by the Grammys anyway. That plays to what I believe Jay-Z was speaking on as well. Jay-Z won the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, dropped one of the clues bombs for Jay. And he also spoke on Beyonce never winning Best Album along with a couple other things. Play that for me, Red. Number 5.
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Some of you going to go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Period.
But outside of that, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second. Just in life, you got to keep showing up. Until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you chairman. Until they call you a genius. Until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me?
That was a double entendre, by the way, when he said you may get robbed.
Yeah.
Because you may get robbed by the Grammys, but it's still L.A. too. You may get robbed later on that night.
May get robbed driving home.
Yes.
Yeah, but what Jay said is right. A lot of people in the comments saying, well, Beyonce could have amazing songs, but maybe her body of work wasn't at par. But her body of works were dope. Like, her albums were dope, and there's a couple of times I felt like she could have won, but...
Lemonade, she should have definitely won over
Lemonade.
Adele that year.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I also feel like she should have won Renaissance. I mean, like, Beyonce is one of the very
Renaissance
few
too, yeah.
artists who still puts her focus on creating bodies of work, not just singles and not just something. Like, she has no skip albums, for years. So, I mean, like, she definitely she works on her craft. She loves what she does, and I like that he actually played to that too. You know, even somebody with the most Grammys still didn't win the category that they thought that they should have won in.
And I wanted Hov to go further too, but I feel like Hov didn't go further because he realized in that moment, I'm accepting an award that's named after Dr. Dre, so I don't want to step on that, because he talked about how they didn't televise the Grammys with Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince back in the day.
88.
They didn't televise it in 98 when he won.
Right.
They didn't televise it this year either.
Yeah.
Right. Like, they didn't televise it this year when Killer Mike swept the Grammys. So how we made all this progress over the years only to go back to doing what caused us to boycott y'all in the first place.
But let me ask you a question, and maybe we can talk about this later. When do we stop showing up? Like, we say this, and we say it for so much, but we still showed up. Jay still, and Beyonce still showed up. Killer Mike still showed up. Dr. Dre still showed up.
I still think it's some type of hope. Even with that in the back of their mind, it's still some type of hope for that. Not even for the validation point, but just to know that, like, I may get this. You know, and I think that's even playing to what he said, still show up. Like, look at Killer Mike. Like, he never won. Like, you know, all of these years been doing his thing.
I think he got a Grammy before, right?
He won a Grammy back in the day with Outkast for the whole world. But see, here's the thing. Like, I agree with Jess, and I agree with you, Envy. Like, you know, we don't need this validation. But the reason I'm happy for Killer Mike is because I know he wanted this. Ever since he was working on this album and, you know, hitting us up like, yo, man, you need to come listen to this album. And we listening to it. He was saying, I want to win a Grammy for Rap Album of the Year. He was saying this way before y'all even heard this album, way before this album came out. Right. So I'm happy for him because this is what he wanted.
But he won, right? He won. Yes. He swept the Grammys.
Grammys got it right. Grammys got it right.
And that's not easy, sweeping the Grammys. Getting 3 Grammys, especially for Killer Mike, who's an artist that is not the quote-unquote most popular artist in that category, but he won because he deserved it. They didn't air it.
He got it. That's right. But that's why I said that's why I wanted Jay-Z to go further, because he brought up the fact that they didn't air it with Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, didn't air it with him, and now we back in 2024, hip-hop as big as it is, and y'all not airing the best rap categories? Why?
Yeah.
You can't tell me that's not a conspiracy.
So that would force us to create our own, and I'm not talking about the BET Awards.
Well, that is our own.
You know what I'm saying? But create our own awards.
BET Awards. Right? Isn't that our own? And nobody goes. I haven't seen Jay,
but you see, they got the Grammys, they got the Emmys, they got all that. No, we need more than the BET Awards. Shout out to the BET Awards. I mean, yeah, that's great. But we need to create our own. Let's get some of the most powerful black people in music and acting and whatever, and create our own awards. And we have real criteria you need to meet. We have real standards, and we got real people getting awards, man. Like for their hard work and for who deserves it.
We working.
Let's do that.
Hannah, salute to Hannah Kang. We working.
But will they show up though? That's the thing. Will they show up? Because when it's our awards, we don't show up.
No, they do. Jay-Z and Beyonce have been to the NAACP Awards.
Yeah.
Just nobody F with the BET Awards.
Yo, listen.
They definitely been to the BET Awards. How many times Beyonce performed at the BET
Anyway,
Awards?
listen.
Long time ago.
SZA performed Snooze and Kill Bill. And listen, she had one of the best performances. I think she did good. I like how she did her whole, like she reenacted her whole video.
Killed it.
SZA, yeah, she did.
She killed it.
When they first started, what she had on, she was giving me Jeepers Creepers vibes, but she definitely killed it. When she came out the hat, and the girl came up there with the little knife, I love that. I love that. She should have won Best Album to me.
And it's not even close. She should have won Best Album. And nothing pisses me off more than when Taylor Swift acts fake surprised about winning awards. You know damn well Taylor Swift, you was going to win that award. You done won 4 of them. I don't know if it's 4 years in a row, but she done won 4 of them
not
before.
4 years in a row.
Not
she
in a row
before?
before?
No.
Okay.
She's won 4 album of the year
4
4 times. Yes.
Yeah.
And stay acting fake surprised like she don't know she gonna win.
Well, now she got to suit up for the Super Bowl, so she'll be
You know?
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Thank you, Jess with the mess. No, that's Jess with the mess.
That's just with the mess.
Yes, stop saying rumor report, please.
66th annual Grammy. I got it right now.
I got it right. So we're back to it.
I thought I spit on the mic. Lord have mercy.
Shut up.
and let's have that conversation when we come back after front page news. 800-585-1051. Do you feel like, we need to stop showing up for the Grammys? We show up and they keep disrespecting us. They keep spitting in our face, but we keep showing up. Let's discuss.
It's a disrespect.
Yes.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. All right. Front page news is next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.